Hello and welcome back to the Cyber Hero. We are continuing our series Application Security. We are continuing this module. Today we are going to understand the SQL injection in depth. How to, for an example, how SQL injection is done, how to remain safe from SQL injections, requirement etc. so on. We will see in depth. So, if you are new, please hit that subscribe button to make a member. So without wasting more time, let's start our topic. The first slide where we will discuss what is SQL injection. SQL injection is an attack where a hacker inserts malicious SQL commands into an input field. For what purpose? Access database data, modify or delete records, bypass login authentications, take full control of application database. That is what it is written here. SQL injection is an attack where an attack inserts malicious command to input field, access database, modify, and bypass login authentication. SQL injection happens when user input is not properly checked. So simple. This is the main point. SQL injection happens when user input is not properly checked. Moving towards the next slide, where we will see why databases are targeted. Why hackers attacks database? What's the main reason? So, first we will see what database stores: username and passwords, personal information, banking details, business records. If SQL injection is successful, huge data breach. So much simple. So database stores username, passwords, personal information, bank details, business records, so on. So if SQL injection is successful, a hacker gets permitted to access personal information, passwords, banking details. So huge data breach, huge data loss. So that is why databases are targeted. Now, in this slide, we are going to understand how SQL injection works in simple way. For an example, if you know SQL language, then it will be easy for you. If not, here you can get an overview. That is it. Don't get confused. Example, login query. Select all from, this is a asterisk, it is used for all. Select all from the user, where username is equal to user and password is equal to pass. User is in so what is this query is trying to, it is actually trying to, for an user it is in database table something. We are trying to access this user data where username is user and password is pass. So in this field, if attacker enters this R1 equal to 1, this finally query becomes like the all from user where username equal to this. This condition is always true. Attacker logs in without knowing the password. I know it's not that much of clear, you will not get it, I hope, but if you get, then you are a genius. If not, no worries, we'll try to understand in Excel slides. If not, then let me know in comment section. I will make a practical video on this SQL injection. So I hope now it's clear. Now moving next slide. Types of SQL injection. In band SQL injection, attackers get results directly. Types. What are these types of an SQL injection? Error based, union based. So these are the two types of an SQL injection: error based and union based. In band SQL injection, attackers get usually result directly. Type is error based, union based. In next slide, type is blind SQL injection. No error message shown. Attackers guess data using true false questions. Now types of SQL injection: out based, data is sent using DNS and HTTP request. I know you are not getting this. If you are getting this, then good. If not, let me know in comment section. I was thinking that I will make a practical video on this where I will show how SQL injection works, how its types works, what is blind SQL injections. We'll go through that. No worries. Here is an overview. Impact is of an SQL injection: steals sensitive data, deletes database tables, changes data, bypass authentication, server compromise. Right, these are the impacts. So today you had to know only about what is SQL injection, how it is done. If you not get the working, no worries. When we will go through practical videos, you will get it. Then later, some types of its now impacts of SQL injection in simple. What are these? Steal sensitive data, delete database tables, change data, so on. Coming towards the next slide, how to prevent SQL injection. Most important, use preferred statement parameter queries, input validations, stored procedure, use ORM framework, escape user inputs, limited database privilege, do not show database error to use it. These things are necessary to know for a SQL developer or an SQL database engineer, data scientist. Tools used for SQL injection testing: SQL map, automating SQL injection testing; burp suite, web attack testing; OWASP security scanning. In upcoming videos, we will go from that. We will go for SQL map. It's a tool. It is also present in Linux. Burp suite, website testing; OWASP security scanning. Now, summarize this video. SQL injection databases happens due to poor input validation, very dangerous and common. Preferred statements are the best defense. Always secure database queries. So if you learn something new today, please hit that subscribe button and make sure you have hit that like button. See you in the next video. Bye bye. Take care.